While Barth Campbell's crew works to reconfigure the alluvial fan, Barth himself and the team managing the entire restoration effort have literally uncovered a big problem they have to diagnose and solve right away. How serious is it?
Scale of 1 to 10, 9. We've decided that this is a pretty important problem to address.
The problem is a deep, eroded ditch immediately uphill from the alluvial fan. It had been hidden under dense vegetation. Nobody realized how significant it was and how much water and sediment it could channel straight down into the alluvial fan and Redwood Creek below during winter rains, potentially overwhelming the system with sediment and seriously threatening the entire restoration effort.
We knew we had water coming into the system, but we weren't sure exactly how eroded the area was under the vegetation, so we took the risk of cutting into it to make some further decisions.
Key decision makers and project managers for the Park Service and the Parks Conservancy and Barth Campbell meet on the run to figure out what's causing the water to race downhill and carve the ditch, then how to stop it to help rescue the restoration.
You know, in a typical office setting or a typical project, you have these meetings under fluorescent lights. Ours are on a radio. You call everybody in, you look at the problem, and you figure out what the solution is going to be.
Out here, the light is natural, and the office is a ridgeline high above the newly discovered ditch and alluvial fan. With no time to lose, the team must swiftly diagnose the problem, come up with a plan, and soon swing into some kind of action. Action that will take time and money nobody had planned to spend, when both time and money are tight. But they've got no choice, and in some ways seem to relish the challenge.
I don't think any of us thought that we would actually be extending our project boundary upslope to address the erosion issues. And I think the more that we're seeing as we're unveiling this landscape, the more that we're seeing how we can make fixes for the long term, the more excited we're getting about applying our resources accordingly.
They come to conclusions that if others in the Park Service accept, will be implemented the following week, moving from surprise to solution very quickly.
Well, I feel I'm really fortunate. I work with a group of folks that we've developed kind of this culture over the last probably 10 years that we can be really candid with each other, we can throw out the problems, but ultimately we don't want to walk away from each other until we figured out some solution. The folks that you saw here speaking today are definitely problem solvers on the ground, want to make changes.
Restoration, it turns out, requires a delicate balance between planning and problem solving. Out here in nature's sometimes untidy office, discipline, flexibility, and clear communication are needed for success, and so is decisiveness. See what the team decided in coming reports of the Journal.
Wow.